You gonna do it? Kind of afraid of hurting you. What is up, guys? Your boy Salvage here. We're back in some more Survival Ascended. Now, I'm in actually on Ragnarok right now because a certain little thing happened, quite recently. Not I think maybe last week or something like that. But as you can see down there, if you don't know what that dinosaur is, that is an Acrocanthosaurus. There we go, 150 female Acrocanthosaurus. Oh, there's that nice roar we all know and love from the Acrocanthosaurus. So this dinosaur is not this dinosaur mod is not new, by the way. It's been around, I think, since the it's been around for a while. I think probably since Scorched Earth was out, at least. But for the longest time, I think it's been since like middle of this year. So I think for sure before Ragnarok came out, this mod hasn't been updated. You know, because Garug is busy and all that, because he's literally a wildcard employee now. He's busy making Mega Raptor, probably polishing the rest of his creatures that are going to be coming to official, because he still has a few. I think I don't know how many. I don't know if it's all of them, but a couple more probably. For sure, this guy and the Brachy. And let's see. So yeah, this creature has been updated, but it recently was updated, I think, a week ago, and it's been included to spawn on Rag and Valguero, because I guess Valguero does as well, because Rag, for mod creatures, it was pretty difficult to find them, because Rag was like the first map to include new spawn zone names or something, because like each biome has its own spawn like name and like code attached to it. I guess I'm getting real technical. I don't even know what the hell this means really. I'm just kind of blurbing what I've heard. So Rag has this new spawn zone, probably because it was made in Unreal Engine 5.5 or something. I don't know. I guess Valguero does as well, because it was added to the Valguero spawns in that update as well. So this creature will. Thank you for letting us know, Acro. Yes, he spawns in Rag and Valguero. I don't think it's any other different to what he spawns in other maps. It's just the Rag and Valguero equivalent. So he spawns in the redwoods and the grasslands. I've actually been looking around in the redwoods for like the past hour or something. I don't know what grasslands are in Rag, so I'm sorry I can't tell you, but for sure they're gonna spawn in the redwoods. Now actually this isn't the only one. There's a couple more, like deeper into the redwoods, but so I'm assuming they probably spawn around the whole redwoods biome. I don't know how far that extends, because some of it extends into the snow. They've already spawned before in the sand dunes in the desert, specifically the dunes where, you know, those drops I have marked are. But that was a scorched variant. But this variant, which is, I think this is probably the ascendant acro variant. No, it's just the regular acro variant, because there's two variants to the regular default acro. There's this one, which is just acro, and then there's one called the ascended acro. I don't think there's any like stat difference, like paleo or aberrant or anything like that. I think it's just pattern difference or something. I think I could be wrong, but post in the comments below any information I've said is false, because you know I don't want to spread misinformation like that. So here we go. I am on my single player, so it took a while. It took over an hour just to, I think, get one of these things to spawn in, honestly, and it was too low levels, but I didn't want to settle for two levels. There was a 100 up there, but I was going to settle for this, but I came down here for one last minute check, and lo and behold, the Archgods blessed me for patience, because, you know, patience is a virtue, and there it is, 150. Let's just start the taming method. Now, if you've never tamed an acro before, I'm about to show you. It is quite the experience. I will say that. So first, you're going to need a weapon. I don't know if I guess you can use a tame with this. You also need some narcotic item to feed it, narcotics or biotoxin. I think biotoxin gives it more torpidity, because it is a knockout tame, but it's a passive knockout tame. But don't worry, the passive is taken very lightly, because you do have to get up in the face with this thing. You have to use weapons. I'm using my Ascendant shotgun. I'm also being on the ground. I have tamed one of these before on the center and on Scorched. Scorched, I did it real scuffed. So if you want to see that, it's on the channel somewhere in the Scorched playlist. On the center was a little better, but not really like that. It's not my finest moment. So where are you, man? I would have preferred you had been down here. Look, it's flat. It's pretty open for me to go back and forth. I'm actually will get rid of these things. I'm not seeing damage numbers, which is a little concerning. I don't know why. Why am I not seeing damage numbers? Alright, so let me just get his attention real quick. There we go. Okay, I think he's after me. Let's do this thing. So first you want to do is you want to get a weapon. Now he will come for you. And this is what you want. You want him to get into the shield stance. And it takes reduced damage. And this is what you want. When that happens, you have to force feed him narcotics. He took 5 narcotics there. And this is what slowly brings up his torpor. As you can see. Now, he does one thing. Let's see if he does it on me. But there you go. Just keep... Now, it might look scary. It is scary on the ground like this. But at least he's slow when he's in his little shield stance here. Let's see if he's going to do it. Are you going to do it, man? I don't want to kill you. Alright, take 2. I don't know how I killed an acro, man. That's the first time I've ever killed an acro when it's doing this taming method. Because usually, when you feed him like that, so... He actually heals whenever you heal him like that. So, is he going to do it again? Feed him one more time. Okay, there we go. As you can see, he heals whenever you feed him narcotics. I don't know why he died right there. But we're back. Take 2. There we go. And then you just keep on feeding him. And then you just keep on running around and dodging him. Because he will... If you wait enough to hit him enough times. If you wait enough between rounds like this, he will... There we go. He did it. He will actually get out of the shield stance. And you want to keep him in the shield stance. Because he doesn't heal unless you feed him narcotics. And you have to keep him in this shield stance in order to feed him narcotics. So it looks like he's actually doing us a big favor by just being in, by not doing the thing. Because this dude can get real sneaky with it. Because sometimes what happens is... There we go. Sometimes what happens is he won't do that roar. He'll do a little taunt, like a little fake one to try to lure you in. Okay, he's actually hurting me a little bit. Oh crap. Damn it! He knocked me away. And I didn't get to feed him. Okay, this is bad. This is what you don't want to see. Okay, this is exactly what you don't want. Might have to Giga, come on. Me. Okay, this is what you don't want. So now I have to actually get him to eat something because clearly he's hurt, and I missed the thing because he smacked me away. Because you don't want him to hit you, because he will smack you. He did the trike thing earlier, and that's what caused it. So here we go. What is this? Pet, go eat it, man. There you go. I think he ate it. I want to see if you can eat that crypto as well. Oh, I'm stuck on him. This is bad. I'm stuck on him. This is not what you want. He also actually hurt me. He broke 3 of my armor pieces. This dude, man, he packs a punch. Alright, there we go. He's healed up a little bit. So let's just come over here and retry this thing again. Come on. Come on. I'm ready for you, Acro. Let's do this. I healed you up. I made you eat a couple corpses. Oh, there you go. You see that thing? Look at that. That's the taunt thing I was talking about. You see that? That's a fake one. When that happens, do not engage. You gonna do it? Kind of afraid of hurting you.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Oh my god, you did it again. He did the little taunt thing again. Look at this bastard, man. There you go. Give me that. Open that mouth wide. Pause. That's what you want. You just want him to open the mouth. Okay. The bad thing is, it looks like he can't take more than 3 of my shotgun shots. They freaking did that thing again. The good thing is, at least he heals from it. There he goes. So he can't take more than 3 of my shotgun shots, even when he's in shield stance like that. There you go. Just keep feeding him like this, shoving it right in his mouth. Stop throwing the Drakeling. No, go away. Where'd my freaking Drakeling go, man? Where'd he go? I threw him. I don't know where he went. I don't want to hurt you, man. There you go. Where the heck is my Drakeling? There he goes doing that freaking fake roar. Where is my Drakeling at? Oh god. Hurry up! Hurry up! Oh my god, this is really... I don't like this, man. I don't like this. I'm really in depth right here with this dude. Look, there he goes doing that fake roar again. Stop! Just open the mouth for real. Reload, damn it. Oh, he freaking hit me. Gotta give me the shield stance. There you go. Oh, he's out! He's out! Oh, there he is. That's a nice knockout animation, too. How long did you get all the way over here, Drakeling? Come on, Spider, you got me freaking scared. Looking for you, think he's gonna chomp? I think he probably sent you flying, actually. He did the little neck toss thing. Alright, I don't know what kibble this thing takes. I'm just gonna give him a couple pieces. Now, I am on 5 times taming, so I don't know if he's gonna take 4 pieces of kibble. That's what it was on my Rag single player. And I couldn't do this on the Rags, on the Valguero series. I would have liked to. But it's not my server, and I don't customize the dino mods on there. But it should spawn there if you have it on, if you add it to your own server or your own single player. He already spawns on the center and the island. But I think Rag is probably the first and only map so far where you can get both variants of the Acro. Well, technically 3 with the Ascended one, but that's kind of the same as this, just patterns look different. You can get the Desert Scorched one, which gives it a kind of like a furry back. For some reason, I guess you need furry back to stay cool in the heat. And they're not as colorful, the Scorched ones. They're more like grayish, brown, black, kind of that sort of thing. As you can see, this one's like green with like purpley blue and stuff. Looks real nice. I don't know what... he's not eating any kibble. I'm just going to give him more just in case. He is a 150. I wonder if he's going to tame to 225. Gonna get 75 levels. I don't know if he's going to eat the kibble or not. Let me go to my Griffin, actually. I do have a saddle. Let me show you actually the requirements for a saddle. And actually, this is technically... I killed him twice, so technically this is my 3rd time. And I guess 3rd time's a charm, so... You might see the first and 2 times, but I'll probably cut them together to make it look like one. The Acro is unlocked at 76. I think it's 2 levels after the Rex. Yep. So he's technically a theropod before and be in between the Rex and the Giga. He's a little smaller than a Giga and Karch. He's not as strong, but he's definitely bigger and stronger than a Rex. I had like 98 biotoxin. It looks like he ate 55 or something like that. And it looks like he was taking 5 biotoxin per feed. So you can count how many feeds it took. Well, the number's gonna be skewed off because this is technically my 3rd time, and I did do the old console arc trick so it doesn't in case you lose something, you do the old close application, you spawn back in it. It usually delivers you a few moments before what happened before you closed it, which in this case before I killed the Acro a couple times. One time he actually killed me and my Drakeling, and it was over there. I spawned over there because I was as close. I didn't bring a bed or anything or a sleeping bag. I wasn't really prepared like that. Now this guy's taking a while to tame. He's really not eating anything. I mean, his food's dropped down more than 80. I don't know why he's not taking the kibble. Okay, he took 1 kibble. He ate 1. So it's going to take at least 2 kibble with 5. I think it's 5.5 taming. I think it's something like that. Yeah, he ate 1. So it takes 2 extraordinary kibble. I don't know what kibble he takes. It's either this one or exceptional, which is what most theropods take. Big ones like Giga, Arch, Rex. You know, they all take that kibble. So I don't think this guy will take anything more. Maybe he might. All right, so here's our Acro boy. Well, it's a girl actually. And look at this. There's the Acro. It's a pretty big saddle. I mean, look at that. All right, just L1 does the roar, and I'm moving around in the thing. Now I think actually the saddle. I think you got to update actually. I think actually I don't remember what the original looked like because it's been over a year since I've played with the Acro. Look at this dude, and he actually got like a bit of a TLC compared to the because the ASC one looks almost completely different from this one. Well, mostly the face and I guess a little bit of the model, but the overall design is kind of the similar. The face is what's really changed, and I think the taming method is the same, except for the ASA mod version. He added that little tricky false feet animation, which I showed you earlier, where he kind of opens his mouth, but he doesn't really. That's new. I don't know if the saddle's new. I could be wrong. I'm not gonna look at my old video just to find out either, but we got our Acro boy, which he does have directional movement. Like wherever you look, he will turn to. I guess you can't turn it off either. For some reason, toggle shield stance is just a white square. So what would that be actually? Okay, it's actually art the right thumbstick. You press it down. So let's see. Let's actually look at this other. We do 1,558. Only got 43 points into melee, 34 into health. As you can see, only has 10k health. So yeah, like kind of in between the Rex Giga range. So this thing just won't be like an unstoppable killing machine. Now I don't know when they fully bring it to a fissure. I think Walker will probably mess with it a little bit. You look different than me. No, you're just a regular Acro. I gotta say though, this one looks nice. It looks nice. They all look nice. I kind of like this one actually more. Just a darker color. Okay, then I guess maybe I think probably this guy's damage skills with drag weight because there's no way 1,500 would have been the pure damage. I can think because it was a small creature, I did more to him. What does the stomp do? 742. Yeah, now he's in shield stanch, which it will reduce any damage I do to him. All enemies. How do I do the? Oh, I think I gotta be in shield stance myself. Let me smack you back with the neck. L2 when you're in shield stance, it doesn't do a stomp. It does like a neck swing. It looks like there's a cooldown on it. And you can see on the bottom, I am building up adrenaline. So this is kind of similar to the Giga's Rage. Actually, he did it himself. He's actually glowing. So when you're in this mode, you do more damage, you're faster, and you are invincible right there when you're roaring for like a few seconds. As you can see, it wasn't enough. 100 does not stand a chance against a 225 Acrocanthosaurus with the saddle. Acro for short. I don't think no one calls it Acrocanthosaurus because it's a bit of a mouthful. But this dude is cool, man. Look at him. Just look at this big lumbering. Look at this guy. Hard to believe this guy's gonna come to official at some point. But he is, hopefully. Here's the front view. Nice menacing looking. Alright, now I don't know where the other Acros are. Because this is the 4th Acro I've seen in the Redwoods. I think, just to give you guys a little bit of, I guess, advice where they spawn. They seem to spawn everywhere in the Redwoods. I mean, that guy spawned back there. This guy was more towards the beach. There is 2 more, because sometimes they do spawn in pairs. I've seen that. Both Scorched and this one. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if that's intentional. It might be intentional, but the ones over here are in 2 pairs. They're both low levels, which that's why I didn't even bother. That 100 is actually what I was going to tame until I found that 150 like a minute after looking, almost settling for that 100. So I'm glad I found this one. Look at that. Even his walking animation, man. Garuga is a freaking amazing modder and now game developer. Look at that. You can see the strength in every footstep. Look at that. And if you guys didn't wonder, he's the Garuga's the one that made this. He brought you the Dinotherium, the angry elephants, the amazing Dinosuchus, you know, the big alligator. Can I fit through here? I can. He brought you the Archelon, you know, everybody's favorite tame to help with herbivores with their algae. He brought you the Surfactinus, the other menacing, annoying shark creature or ocean creature that rivals the Meg in terms of just annoyance and just having to deal with. He brought you the. Am I forgetting one? Oh yeah, the Helicopterion, the buzzsaw blueprint making. I don't know if it's a shark, but fish. And I think that's it for now. Oh yeah, the Ceratosaurus. I forgot about that one. That guy's cool. I hate his taming method, but he's cool. And look, he has this one and a Brachy, which is surprising that it's not even an arc already, but it looks like it's gonna be an arc too. Maybe this is why. Maybe this is why the it's gonna be funny that the reason why the Brachy's in arc 2 is because of Garuga. Brachy was added to ASA. I don't know if that Walker intentionally foreshadowed that from the speak from like way before ASA was even announced. I think that Brachy was announced before ASA was even conceived yet. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I don't know Walker behind the scenes, but you know they even. No, I'm not pinging any kind of acros, so I'm probably not close to them. Come on. There you go. Do a little lean back. Look at that. I do 1,000 to. I guess yeah. You do 1,000 damage to small creatures. Man, this acro is nice. Look at him. I keep roaring because L1. You can still do L1 in orbit camera. You can't do anything else. Like any kind of L2 roar, cosmetic roar, if it's binded to L2 or something like that, it doesn't work. But for some reason, L1 works. Oh! I spoke too soon. Are you at a good level? You're level 60. Oh, well, we might as well fight it, right? This is actually the first Imperiosaurus I've seen. Man, he looks cool. I'm sorry for the continuous run. I keep pressing L1 and you know, L1 is my hotbar thing, so it might get a little old and might irritate you. But you know what? That roar is too good. Look at that. He's basking, kind of like Dinosuchus. Now, you don't feed him. Actually, that is part of his taming method. If I can find a good level one, I would do another spotlight video. I don't know how soon, because I have Valguero going on, and also I have to have enough time of the day. I'm actually recording this on Friday night. So, another thing that's been happening, by the time I'm recording this, by the time you'll see this, is all the TLC votes for or all the TLC thresholds have been met for the extra life. The big ARC YouTubers had their stream today, mostly Syntac. I was watching I think the whole thing pretty much, and he met his goal, which influenced a lot of the TLC standings. I won't lie to that, but it is going to a good cause, so I don't really mind. I don't care. And to be honest, his votes and his what he wanted, I mostly agree with. Like the Quets, a lot of was donated for that. The Megalosaurus, which kind of needs one because it's pretty useless in a map that's not aberration. Because no one likes playing Ark in the nighttime. Who does that? It's hard to see. I think the other vote, I actually have a heat stroke. I don't know why. I guess my dude is not freaking, my little Moro snake chibi, which actually helps with this stuff, is not doing it enough. But yeah, the Therizino is actually what he is actually got like I think like 12,000 plus votes on that one stream in that one day, just because I think because Syntech wanted that. And well, I'm not gonna talk for him, but his community knew he would have liked a Therizino vote, so I think that influenced a lot. But I mean, He didn't make them pay out of their own use their own money for that. The Giga was already probably gonna get one because it was been routinely in the top two since it started. It's probably still is. The Quetz is the one honestly my number one that I feel needs one because it's honestly it's useless. It's also not to be harsh, but it is ugly. I won't lie, it is ugly. It's probably one of the ugliest creatures in Ark. There's a few of them. The Giga I could see needing a TLC. Ability wise, it's pretty strong. I think the rage probably sets it back from what people using it more, especially with the Karch, which is honestly just almost as strong out of the box, and it can be stronger, and it has more going for it, like abilities. It can heal itself with its frenzy thing if it eats enough, if it kills enough stuff and everything. And honestly, the model for the Karch is really nice because the Giga suffers from what a lot of Arc dinos suffer from, which is early Arc stage development. And pretty much the Giga comes before Arc was like pretty much complete and polished. It's still not really kind of complete and polished, but you know what I mean. It comes before Wildcard really got their stuff and before they really knew. Because compare the Karch and the Giga, and you can see honestly the progression in Wildcard's own design and overall creature creation abilities. I mean, you can crap on them all they want for the release dates, but Wildcard over the years have made some nice looking dinosaurs. Now they might not they might not have the same use or be as really useful at all, but they do look nice. You can't lie. So a lot of creatures suffer from that. Like the Bronto needs one, just because it's pretty ugly. The Parasaur for the longest time needs one just for looks. A lot of creatures need it for looks. The Carno I think needs one because the Cerato is here and it kind of, in my opinion, takes the place of a Carno. Now old dinos that have already gotten one are not eligible, and I think they have to be a shoulder pet or what is it? Yeah, I think a shoulder pet, and you have to ride them, which I think means some dinos like the Hynodon or some creatures like the Hynodon are not eligible for the vote, and nothing that's on DLC maps. So it has to be Island original. Oh, I don't think anything that's ASA only, right? Like Gigantoraptor. I mean, it doesn't need a TLC, but I don't think they're eligible, right? Would it make sense if they are? But yeah. I think you can still donate though, even after. I think the winner is gonna be released next week. By the time I'm recording this, is this 8th? Well, it was the 7th, and now is the 8th. But 14th is when the first winner is announced, which probably will be first place. You know, you saw that body just flopped over. The death room forgot it's still dead. But yeah, if I can find another Empirosaurus, I will do a spotlight of that. I still have to do the Leviathan. Don't worry, I didn't forget, and also the Glaucus. And if I can do the paddle tail, I will. I probably have to go to the center for that because it spawns there. And the Tarbo, which it won't be any different from it won't be any different at all, like stat, aiming wise, just looks from the Evo and Paleo ones that I've already done before. But the Tarbo, in my opinion, honestly looks the best out of the three, from the regular Tyrannosaurus, the Paleo Tyrannosaurus, and the Legacy ones. Well, I guess 4 technically. But he doesn't spawn on here, which is a shame. That's because Rexes don't have a spawn zone in the desert. So I guess that kind of makes sense. I don't think they would overpower and force Rex. I don't think the mod would force Rexes because whatever a Rex already spawns in vanilla, that is where you'll find a Paleo / Evo Rex or something. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And actually, before I end it off, I was gonna do this. I almost forgot. Let me get the Rex and the Giga just for comparison's sakes, just to show you guys. I guess I could do the Spino as well. The Giga right there. Now these are all the Paleo versions because it's the mod I have on here. So vanilla compared to vanilla ones will be skewed, but kind of the same thing. A little bigger than a Rex, but still smaller than a Giga. And that goes for stats as well. There you go. It's kind of like, as you can see, it kind of looks like son, big brother, dad. Kind of how it looks. So hope you guys enjoyed. My little spotlight here. I apologize if I didn't give the smoothest description of the new update, but pretty much the new update is it now spawns on Rag, and not just and more than just the scorched version on the sand dunes. This regular version actually spawns in the redwoods on Valguero and Rag. So if you have this already in your single player server, and just you've been waiting for it to be updated, now's the time. So have a good one. Like, subscribe, everyone. See you in the next one. Peace.